And we are live from the Air Canada Center right here on Raptors NBA TV. And yes, it is bobblehead night, and I'm very appreciative, and thanks to all the fans. As we've got our producer, Paul Graham, our director of the Hammer, Troy Clara, the Big Rook, Matt Bloom, and Jumpin' Johnny Russell along with Linda Moore. And we're ready for Friday Night Basketball, a sellout at the ACC with the Raptors and the Denver Nuggets. And welcome back with the Raptors fresh off that 92-85 home court victory over the Magic. Denver played last night, lost a heartbreaker with less than a second to go on a tip-in by Tyrese Thomas in Chicago, 109-108. As Denver has won 5 in a row in this series. As we mentioned, no Parker and no Marcus Camby in our MGD starting lineup.
Well, we talked about Carmelo Anthony in the open. Reggie Evans, Nene in the front court, Garbajosa, Nesterovic, and Bosh for the Toronto Raptors. And on our MGD starting backcourts, AI, Allen Iverson, and Stevie Blake. And a Maryland connection, he and Juan Dixon, teammates on the Maryland Terp squad who won the national championship, as well as TJ Ford, starting for the Raps.
And the head coach of the Denver Nuggets is George Karl. And the 6 degrees of separation, George Karl, the head coach of Milwaukee, and one of his assistants on the staff is the head coach of the Toronto Raptors, Sam Mitchell.
Right, Sam worked for George Karl in Milwaukee with the Bucks, as well as Jim Todd was his assistant there in Milwaukee. So they worked for Coach Karl. When we talk about tonight's game, Chuck, the IBM winning strategies. What do the Raptors have to do to win tonight? First and foremost, you got to control Melo and AI. Keep them to a low field goal percentage, limit their free throws. Secondly, run the break. It's going to be an up-tempo game, and slow down the Denver Nuggets when they try to run theirs. And then last but not least, rebound, rebound, rebound. Continue to get after it. The Raptors coming off a season-high 55 boards. Keep the big fella, Nene, Evans, Nahara off the backboards.
Carmelo Anthony, number 2 in the league behind the red-hot Kobe Bryant in scoring. And Allen Iverson, 5th in the league in scoring, close to 28 per ball game. The Nuggets only 2 games above 500. CB4, he brought it the other night. What a ball game, 34 points, 16 rebounds. And TJ Ford, 47 minutes, 16 points, 12 assists. And he knows in front of him one of the great challenges with Allen Iverson.
TJ Ford, the last time these two teams played, Chuck, 26 points, 18 assists at Denver. A lot of success playing in this up-tempo style against the Nuggets.
And we are underway. Good to have you with us right here on Raptors NBA TV. The pass, Dixon, the foul line jumper, rimmed out. Rebound, Denver. The Nuggets are second in the league in boards at 43. But again, remember, no Marcus Camby, who has not played in Toronto since November of 2003 for the former Raptor. Iverson swings it to Blake. Last time we saw Blake, his last game as the Milwaukee Buck, and then traded to Denver for Earl Boykins. 2 on the shot clock. Reggie Evans from 20. And that's not Reggie Evans' game.
No. Poor execution by the Nuggets on that first possession.
Ford on a switch. Shooting over Nene and Blake. Raptors love that high screen and roll.
They run it to death with he and Bosh.
Iverson comes up shooting, missing. There's Nene with the offensive putback, partially blocked, and there's Russia. Garbajosa with a deep 3. Ford bringing you first quarter action on Raptors NBA TV. Blake with a runner. Down the floor, leaking out, it's Ron Dixon, the soft 10-footer. Book it.
Good decision. Nice pitch ahead pass that time by TJ Ford as well, hooking up his teammate.
Iverson, who had 35 in the Philly uniform against the Raptors earlier this season. And Iverson has missed his first 2 shots. 4-0 Toronto. Bosh against Reggie Evans. Got it.
Oh, great job by Bosh. Faced him down that time. They went ISO on him and Evans right at him.
And Reggie Evans was picked up by Denver. He had 20 rebounds here, Jack. 6-0. Raps in Denver with a turnover. Jose Calderon has been activated and will play.
TJ Ford doing a great job in his absence. Look at him right here. TJ Ford, pitch ahead pass. Juan Dixon, clean look. Point guard always got to have your head up.
Bosh turnaround jumper. Carmelo Anthony, who missed 15 ball games, suspended for that fight at the Garden in New York against the Knicks. Nene, the mid-range jumper, no. Evans, high off the window, no. Third attempt, no. Another board for Reggie Evans. And Carmelo Anthony from 18. And Denver has missed their first 9 shots.
Evans had 5 offensive boards the last time these two teams played.
Russia with the leader.
Well, you can score on Denver. They give up a ton of points, 103 per game.
4th highest in the NBA, and they go work it inside to Nene. Banging around with Russia. Turns baseline with a spin. Short with the left hand. Raptors on the run. They lead 8-0 and looking for more. The 19-footer, yes! And George Karl has seen it up. 10-0 Toronto. The Raptors shooting 63% to start the ball game. And welcome back on Raptors NBA TV, our Ford Edge game changer. We're going to look at these 2 players throughout the entire ball game, Iverson and Ford.
Well, you talk about playing at an incredible speed. And TJ Ford getting it done so far, Chuck. 4 points, 2 assists. Look at him right here. Good decision. The pull-up took what the defense gave him. Stopping on a dime. Right here, using that high screen. Beautiful pass to Rasho on a screen and roll. Recognizing him. And here's TJ Ford, the dynamic duo for the Raps. Chris Bosh, TJ Ford. 6 of the Raptors, 10 points tonight.
And they're going to celebrate a birthday tomorrow. TJ will turn 24, Bosh at 23.
That's something that they're from the same state and they have the same birthday. And by the way, my son Brian, we adopted him from Texas. It's his birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Brian, 10 years old. So a lot of Texas kids, March 24th.
That's a happy early birthday.
There you go.
The foundation with Bosh and Ford. Somewhere we'll put Jack on that side too. I love Leo, Jack, and Chuck. But TJ, along with Bosh and Bargnani, the foundation of this club for many years to come. El Mago got out of the hospital. Andrea Bargnani, after undergoing an appendectomy on Wednesday, recuperating well after the timeout. Carmelo Anthony got tied up. There's Reggie Evans, blocked away by Nesterovic. Carmelo, blocked away by Bosh. Anthony, no! Here come the Raptors. It's a block party at the ACC. TJ Ford on a reverse to Bosh. Are you kidding me? The Nuggets have missed their first 14 shots. 12-0 Toronto. Carmelo Anthony make that 15 shots. Ford, line to the lane. The trailer is Bosh. His pass deflected by Anthony, and here come the Denver Nuggets. Anthony against Garbajosa. Counted in a foul.
Raptors playing big inside. Denver trying to get offensive boards, but look at the interior defense. Garbajosa, Nesterovic changing the shot. Reggie Evans, 2 of them. Get that garbage out of here. Get it out of here. Not in our house. And the Raptors off to the races. TJ Ford hooking up Chris Bosh. A little creativity. Good finish.
So a three-point play, the old-fashioned way for the Denver Nuggets.
And when you play with energy defensively, it gets your offense going in transition big time.
Ford pressured by Blake. They want to post up Bosh. It's a two-man game. Bosh fires a pass to Dixon.
Oh, that was picture perfect by Bosh. He allowed the double to come his way. He knew there was a cutter cutting down the gut of the defense. Right on the money.
Lenis Glazer on the floor for Denver. Glazer, nope. 1 for 17. Nuggets basketball, and it goes to Iverson. Iverson in game number 36 in a Denver uniform is bumped and fouled, and this will go against Dixon. The Nuggets had won 5 in a row up until last night in Chicago.
They played real well last night as well, and you look at those numbers, the point differential, and they're doing a better job, Chuck, tightening up their defense, rebound the ball. This is when you want to peak towards playoff time.
Glazer from downtown, air ball. Glazer shooting 38% behind the arc, and now the official, Pat Frere, says that ball was deflected and touched.
It was Chris Bosh coming out. Here he is right here. Yep.
Good call.
Good call by the officials.
Three on the clock. Iverson putting it on the floor in a shot clock violation.
That is poor communication. I mean, that is the job of the bench, and that is the job of your point guard, Steve Blake, Iverson. Those guys got to be aware of the time and score situation, Chuck. That shouldn't happen.
Bosh turns, shoots, and scores, and he has developed the post game on Glazer, who cannot stop him. 16-3 Raptors, shooting 67%. The Nuggets are 1 for 18 in a dunk by Glazer, who came over on draft day a year ago in exchange for Jarrett Jack.
Anthony, a better pass. He gets so much hype for his scoring. He's got great vision.
And we have an offensive foul off the ball on Dixon. That's going to be his second.
Offensive foul called Raptors number 3 on Dixon. That's his second.
Carmelo Anthony, Chuck, has great understanding Look at that pass. I mean, Rasha Nesterovic was watching Iverson, as was Bosch. They're so concerned with his penetration, they totally forgot about his teammate. Mo Peterson now will check in the game for Juan Dixon.
So Dixon leaving with 4 points, 3 boards, and 1 assist. J.R. Smith on the floor for Denver. He had 4 triples against the Raptors in the Nuggets' victory early this season in Denver. And they go to Nene on Nesterovic. Good job by Rasho on the block. Anthony pressured by Garbajosa. 7 on the shot clock. Misfired. There's Peterson. T.J. Ford. Ford lines to the lane. Got tied up in a foul on Iverson.
You know, as quick as Iverson is, I think T.J. Ford's as quick, if not quicker, a tough guard in the open court for Allen Iverson. And T.J. Ford, just phenomenal in terms of changing speeds, creating opportunities for teammates. And Allen Iverson, not happy with that one, Chuck.
Well, Jack, in a Sports Illustrated poll taken from the players, number 1 was T.J. Ford, the fastest guard in the league, and the second fastest was Allen Iverson.
And T.J. about 10 years younger than him. So what does that say about Iverson's conditioning at this stage of his career? Incredible.
T.J. Ford, 6 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and we have 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter in an 18-5 ball game, Toronto. Iverson with the step back. Nope. There's Nene. Bobble the ball. Recovers. For Denver, 2 for 21. Jack, I got to be honest with you. There's Iverson. We've done a lot of ball games here. I can't recall a team starting a game 3 for 23.
You're right about that. And yet they're only down 11. As bad as they've played, they've kept themselves alive with some rebounds.
There's a push. Jess Kersey has called it. They're going to give this to Klese? Yes.
Foul is going on Denver's number 4.
You know, you got Carmelo Anthony 1 of 7, Iverson 1 of 4 combined. So,
That's team foul number 2.
and Chris Bosh, just you talk about his game Wednesday night against Orlando, and then tonight they are going right at Klese inside, identifying him and attacking him.
Ford. And that ball was touched last by Peterson. Mo Peterson played the other night. In fact, he started 13 minutes, went 2 of 5 from the floor, 7 points, got in early foul trouble. Iverson with a crossover, hang time. Iverson, 1 for 5. As quick as Iverson is, you can go after him defensively, Jack. Nice pass, Garbajosa to Rasho, to Peterson and a 3. That's 3 turnovers for Denver. They lead the league in turnovers with 16. Garbajosa.
He brings the defensive intensity on every play. Watch him here on the isolation with Anthony. He's going to bang with him. Very physical.
Great dunk by Bosch, and it's 20-7 Raps. An offensive foul against Denver.
The Raptors changed to the zone defense that time, and they create the turnover. And Chris Bosh, the Raptors, watch it right here. A beautiful pass inside, and Bosh knowing what to do with it when he gets it in the lane, taking it with force.
20-7 Toronto. The lob pass to Rasho, giving it up to Peterson. Ford, Nesterovic, T.J. Ford in the first quarter with 6 assists.
Rasha Nesterovic calling for the ball that time, telling T.J. break down the defense, I'm going to be open for you.
This is an energized Raptor team. Anthony to the cup, and he will shoot 2. The Nuggets 3 for 24 here in the first quarter. We're going to have a sub coming in. Nahara, Eduardo Nahara.
And you talk about Anthony and Iverson and Nahara, blue-collar guy in the backboards, but here's Anthony going to the basket. And these 2 guys, Anthony, Iverson, they have shot over 900 free throws this season combined. So A big task for the Raptors tonight. Contain, contest. Don't allow them to get on the line and live there this evening.
So Carmelo Anthony. Anthony from the floor is 1 for 7, but 3 for 3 from the stripe. 22-9, Toronto under 3 minutes in running first quarter. A red-hot Raptor ball club shooting 67%. Backdoor cut. Garbajosa popped it out, back in.
Denver went zone that time, and the Raptors recognized it. Found the open gap. Easy two.
J.R. Smith for 3. Wraps off and running again with T.J. Ford. 7 times in the first quarter. Garbajosa. A 3-ball. Boy, that ball hit about 2 or 3 spots on the rim. 27-9, timeout Denver. A 22nd. Well, the go-to guys of the Toronto Raptors have brought it once again, Bosh and Ford.
They sure have, Chuck. And T.J. Ford has just put on a clinic tonight. Ball distribution. He had 18 assists the last time these two teams hooked up in November. He's already got 8. Penetration, great recognition in the lane. Sucking defenders to him. He's like a magnet. Beautiful backdoor pass to Garbajosa. Pitching ahead in transition, making all the right reads. That's what you want from your lead guard.
I like that. Now that is the creative sum. If that's your answer, we got the solution in Ford, Dixon, and Bosh. And boy, Bosh has been, he played 46 minutes the other night, went to the line 16 times. He had 16 rebounds, 34 points, 2 block shots, then made dinner after the game.
He was bringing it. And, you know, you talk about the Raptors tonight. Their defensive intensity level's been there. They're playing hard on the backboards, changing their defensive looks often.
Joey Graham on the floor for the Raptors. Here is Blake in traffic. Plaza hit front rim. Blake kept it in play to Joey Graham. We had a collision with Smith and Bosh. TJ with a pull-up. Bam!
That's a good decision. Just the pull-up, take what the defense gives you, high percentage shot.
Steve Blake drains it. It's an 18-point Raptor lead. Blake played alongside Juan Dixon on that NCAA championship Maryland team. With 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Denver 427, the Raptors 72%. Ford turns the corner, whips a pass, Garbajosa, Peterson.
Would have tore the house down, that whole thing.
The lid's all ready to come off in the first quarter, Jack.
Raptors in the zone.
Smith, nice pass. Nahara on a reverse.
They went zone that time, but the communication in the back of the zone wasn't there. You got to communicate when you slide from one spot to the other. Who's picking people up?
Bosh wants a touch against Plaza. Double on the ball to send out. Garbajosa with a spin at the foul line. And he draws the foul and will shoot 2. This is a bad-looking Denver defensive ball club. And Jose Calderon comes in for T.J. Ford.
Great to see Jose back. And T.J., 8 points, 8 assists was terrific. Watch this play right here. Whoa, Smith and Bosh. A good effort by Smith going for the loose ball. And it's the old line. Who wants to be the hammer? Who wants to be the nail? Chris Bosh got nailed that time, but takes a lick and keeps on ticking. So speaking of a guy who's the hammer, Chuck, Chris Humphries, very impressive the other night against Orlando. I really liked what he brought in terms of his second unit energy level on the backboards. Chris Bosh taking a break, well-deserved one. Scott McCulloch, the trainer, taking a look at him right now. So obviously that shot he took from Smith, feeling it a little bit. He's all right.
31-13 Toronto. Blake, a change of pace dribble. They go in the paint. Smith. Off window. And we're going to have a loose ball foul on Quasar.
I really like how the Raptors are playing tonight defensively, Chuck. They are swarming the ball. Communication's there tonight. And Chris Bosh has got to be liking what he's seeing right now. His club, he took the lead the other night in terms of what he brought in terms of the shot blocking, the intensity defensively, and his team has picked up on it. Looks like he's all right, though. Catching his breath, Chuck. Took a big-time shot from Smith there.
Barbosa, 3 for 3 from the line.
8 points, 3 boards. You know, he's had his ups and downs of late offensively, but looks like he's got that edge tonight, and he's really been active defensively.
Raptors by 20. That's right, folks, 20 in the first quarter. Denver, 17%, 5 of 29. Blake. That's a 2-point field goal with 5 seconds remaining. Peterson. Got it! Onions, baby onions! Mo Pete for 3! Count it! At the end of the first quarter. (36-15) Raptors. Ah, you gotta love it. Friday Night Fall on Raptors NBA TV. Welcome back. Our first quarter stats brought to you by Speedstick 24/7.
Can you say complete domination? That's what it is right now, Chuck. The Raptors, starting off the game defensively, held Denver 0 for 15. I mean, the numbers dominant. And the Raptor defense with great energy, and they are getting it done offensively. Ball movement, you name it, they're doing it.
Denver can score with anybody in the league, but Jack, when you look at Blake pump one in from 3-point range, what do they have to do defensively?
Well, first of all, they got to get back in transition. Second of all, they have to do a better job with their offensive execution, taking better shots, because if not, it's going to be tough for them.
There's Barbosa with a triple. This is one of those nights where you just want to say, can you bottle this and save it for Monday in Boston? A block. That's the Raptors' 6th of the ballgame. Graham pounded into the deck. Over at Leonard. Hurrah! That is an NBA facial.
And it's nice having Jose Calderon back as well. 3 assists in 2 minutes. Pushing the pace, and Joey Graham finishing.
Nahara spinning, and that is a charge on Nahara. The wheels have come off the Nuggets in the first half.
A great job by Chris Humphries. He comes in the game, gets a block, takes a charge. Watch it right here. The block by Humphries, and then off to the races. Calderon really pushing the pace, and then Joey Graham with the emphatic flush. Gotta love it. So what George Karl mentioned before the game, it's going to be a sign of his team's character tonight, bouncing back from a tough loss last night in Chicago. They haven't shown a lot of it early.
Barbosa just battling and battling, and that ball is loose. Iverson with a finger roll. Calderon, Humphries, wide open, Peterson. That is an MP3 download, his second triple of the ball game. Good to see Mo Pete get off to a great start. Everyone in this city is pulling for him. Long-serving Raptor who has really struggled this season.
Look at the Raptors. That was a great possession defensively. A lot of energy, a lot of chatter, banging people, getting on the glass.
Humphries working on Nene. Got it, counted foul! Are you kidding me? Chris Humphries with a curl.
And Humphries getting great position inside. Mo Pete feeding the post and then cutting through. They gave him a little isolation opportunity in that left post and he went to work. Look at right, Mo Pete clears through and Nene just real soft in that post defense. And Chris Humphries taking advantage. Look at him right here. Into the lane, taking it right at the defense, shooting it over the top.
The Raptors at 72%. They're 18 of 25. Denver is 8 of 34. Humphries with a three-point play.
The Raptor bench, Chuck, already 11 points here, 15 minutes into the game.
47 to 20 Raptors. Smith slicing in. And that is goal-setting on Humphries.
You know what? You're giving the block. I thought Joey Graham took a charge on the baseline there. And they looked it off. Look at right here. That's a charge right there. But they called it something.
Nene playing Bosch. The double comes. There is Peterson. Line to the lane. And it will be in front of basketball. Raptors NBA TV HD bringing you this contest in the second quarter. Raptors TV all ball. We have a ton of Raptors games remaining right here on the network. So if you're watching the game at a neighbor's house or maybe at a local pub and you want more of Raptors basketball, subscribe today. Here is Bosch. Foul line right. Iverson with 4 points in the ball game. J.R. Smith with a pull-up, hit back iron, and Joey Graham elevating with a rebound. Sending Reggie Evans to the deck.
That was a major league rebound by Joey Graham. Back-to-back 7-rebound games.
Graham lost the handle. And Reggie Evans leaking out on the runway. And a reverse slam by J.R. Smith, who missed a dozen ball games after undergoing arthroscopic knee surgery. He still has the hops, though.
He sure does.
Now an ISO, Bosch on Reggie Evans. Flips it up. Nope, took good. Chris Humphries.
Great effort by Humphries. Bosch got fouled about 3 times on that play.
Steve Blake feeling it. This has been a good pickup, really, for both teams. Boykins is out for the Bucks with that thumb injury, but Blake with 9 points simply because he knows his role. A low-maintenance guy. Here is Peterson. And he flipped behind Graham out of bounds. Chris Humphries got to get some props, Jack, to the hump man.
Playing with major league energy tonight, Chuck.
We'll be back on Raptors NBA TV.
Back at Center Court HQ here, Paul Johnson along with Leo Rodens, and I don't know what game we came to, but we knew there'd be scoring, but I didn't know we'd have this much from Toronto and this little from Denver.
Well, think about this. Denver had a tough game last night, lost at the buzzer. They got into Toronto at 3 a.m., and it looked like it. Their franchise players are not stepping up, meaning Iverson and Carmelo Anthony, to get them out of this funk. In the meantime, Toronto, they're defending, they're sharing the basketball. Great ball movement, everybody's involved in the game, and they're playing energy against the tired team, which is what you need to do.
Now, is the advantage the fact that these guys are, in the second half, going to be even more tired, I guess?
Well, you hope so, but that's why, Sam's talked about this a lot. Put the pedal to the metal and keep it going.
All right, well, let's get back downstairs and see a little more of this game with Chuck and Jack, guys.
Killer instinct, Leo Rodens, I hit right on the head. Raptors got to continue to show that killer instinct. No mercy. 14 assists on 19 field goals. Great job by the Raps.
That field goal attempt by Iverson popped out. Iverson 2 for 7. Carmelo Anthony is 1 for 8. Bosch. Graham swings it. Peterson, his third triple of the ball game off the bench.
He's back!
52-26. The Raps have doubled the score against Denver. And a steal by Calderon on the runway. Jose Calderon with the finish.
Talking about the impact he's made already. 2 points, 3 assists in 6 minutes. Calderon.
This club looks like they got in at 3 in the morning. J.R. Smith for 3.
Long game, though, Chuck. Raptors got to keep guarding. Denver in the zone again.
Calderon. Peterson wants it, feels it. Pat Frere calls a foul on Jose Calderon. And for Calderon, that will be his first. Carmelo Anthony with 5 points, 1 for 8.
I can't believe Allen Iverson on the line for 2 shots. Calderon fouled him on the floor.
TJ Ford back on the floor. TJ Ford with 8 points, 8 assists.
And Jose played 7 minutes. You know, your first game back, short doses. And Jose Calderon played with tremendous purpose. Nice pickoffs. You see what he did there, Chuck? When he got into the passing lane, he reached with his top hand. And when you do that, you give yourself a much better chance to get the steal. Jose spending some time chatting with Derek Martin, who's been a great mentor to both he and TJ Ford.
So you have Garbajosa, Humphries, Ford, Peterson, and Bosch. Garbajosa giving it up, and a 24-second violation.
I mentioned it's the last possession. Denver showing zone now. Raptors can't get jump shot happy. Got to continue to attack the zone.
So we'll return in a moment right here on Raptors NBA TV. There's Jack, the Swerst, and vintage Leo Rautenstein. You gotta love the
And there's the refrigerator of salami and cheese, Chuck.
And welcome back, Chuck Swirsky, Jack Armstrong, and our Raptors TV crew, our Gatorade Game X Factor tonight. Jack selected Reggie Evans, just a killer on the boards. He's been terrific with 7. And I took Mo Peterson because I want to give a lot of love to Mo Pete. I remain in this guy's corner. He has struggled. He's been in and out. He is...
Well, he's had great awareness tonight, Chuck. He has been shot ready. When the ball comes to him, he is locked and loaded. And the Raptors doing a great job moving the ball. Look at that possession. That was gorgeous right there. Joey Graham, that last pass around the horn, that was big time. Look at the numbers. Perfect night tonight for Mo Pete in terms of just his energy level and what he's bringing in terms of his focus to the game tonight. That's what the Raptors need from him. And not only offensively, but defensively, the energy level.
And we understand from our producer Paul Graham that Eduardo Nahara left tibia contusion. That means a sore ankle, by the way, folks. And so he is questionable for his return. Kleza on a reverse. That's a nice move. He is from Lithuania. Came over to play some high school ball in Maryland and went to Missouri. Garbajosa. Yes! Nothing but nylon for Garbo. A triple. He's got 15 to lead all scores.
And the Raptors 6 of 10 behind the arc, Chuck. And if Denver stays in that zone, they got to get to shooters.
Garbajosa's third tray of the ballgame. Kleza dribbling out.
You can tell they're tired. No effort on the offensive boards there.
Barbosa just flew in, tried with a two-hand tap. It's a 5-on-2. Blake plays it, finger roll, nope. Plays it with the offensive rebound, got stripped. Denver 13 of 43. Get out the umbrellas, coach. It's Lady Trays here in Toronto. The Raptors are 7 of 11.
Chuck, the Raptors have scored 21 points behind the arc already. Poor transition defense, the whole bit.
Glazer. I don't think they anticipated Glazer taking 8 shots in the first half.
This is what we're talking about, Chuck. Show the killer instinct. Stick the knife in, turn it, show no mercy on your opponent right now. Denver's just coming down, settling for jump shots. No effort on the offensive glass. Keep the intensity level up.
And a push on Anthony. George Karl is saying, okay, we played in Chicago. The bodies may be in Chicago.
He's looking to see if Alex English has any eligibility, if the retirement papers haven't been filed. Because Alex English, what a great player he was for the Denver Nuggets, the Hall of Famer, Raptor assistant, Chuck.
He remains the face of the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion, the greatest player in the history of the Nuggets franchise. And they've had some good ones, folks.
Look at that right there. The scoring lead is from 83-84. Adrian Dantley, assistant coach right now of the Denver Nuggets, and Kiki Vandeweghe played with Alex English. There's Adrian Dantley right there. His number's being retired in April by the Utah Jazz, and of course there's Raptor assistant Alex English.
Carmelo, a no-go. I mean, I may have to get out the salami and cheese shot.
No,
an unprecedented
don't do
first
that.
half.
You know, did you watch the Ohio State-Tennessee game last night, Chuck? They were down 20, and they came back and won.
Carmelo Anthony, rim, no, tip, good.
Easy, big boy.
62-34, Jack.
I know it's your bobble. I know it's your bobblehead night, but let's easy one step at a time here.
And the Raps are going to take a 20. 62-35. If you just joined us and you're flipping around the dial and said, Chuck, what in the world is going on? Denver missed their first 15 shots. And the Raptors have just jumped on them. 62-35. Wow. All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll return in a moment. Sellout crowd on hand at the ACC. Welcome back to a sold-out ACC. Over 19,000 on hand. And our 3-on-3 this summer. Calgary, Winnipeg, Vancouver, Edmonton, London, Moncton, Montreal, and Toronto. 3-on-3. And how do you register? Go to NBA.com/3-on-3.
Chuck, you, Leo, and I. How about that? That'd be some team. You'd be our little point guard.
I'll be the bobblehead.
You'd be the guy, man. We'll get Leo all the shots. I'll set the screens. We're in business.
Well, Jack, plenty of screens tonight for the Raptors. They've been unselfish with the basketball. 18 assists alone in the first half with 2:51 to go. They're averaging, the Raptors are 21 per game, 18 already in the half.
Well, they have moved the ball with a purpose, and Denver sitting in that zone, hands up Harry zone, just sitting back, and now they're going to go man-to-man. They got to bring some energy to the gym here.
Bosh against Nene. And a slap by Nene. And before the foul, we have 3 seconds on Rochelle.
Gotta be kidding me.
Mike Callahan, a solid official in the league, making the call.
Chris Bosh got hacked. And they call the foul. Foul's called. I don't know that.
Allen Iverson busting some ankles. Glazer. That's a triple. Glazer with 9 for Denver, their 3rd triple of the ball game. They came in 29th in the league, shooting 33%. TJ? Yes. TJ Ford with a double-double. This is his 17th of the season in the first half alone. 10 points, 10 assists. If Denver expects to get back to this ballgame, they're going to have to play some defense. Plays again for three.
He's a very capable guy. You got to locate him, Chuck, at all times. He's put 11 shots up tonight. 5 of 11 for 12 points.
A 23-point lead for the Raptors. Garbajosa. You can ring it up from the beaches. That goes to Mike Milligan.
Chuck, this is like target practice.
Glazer will shoot too. But Glazer looks like the second coming of Jerry West. He's unconscious.
He's got confidence. Well, he's played so well in the last month, Chuck. Putting up major numbers, shooting a high percentage for the Nuggets.
Well, on a night where Anthony is 1 for 10 and Iverson is 2 for 7.
Garbajosa is going to try to take the charge here. That's the toughest call in basketball, Chuck, the block charge. His feet were above the restricted area.
Coming up at the half, right here on Raptors NBA TV, there is the Brain Trust. You got PJ, you got Norma, Leo, and Darren, and they've got all the action for you, folks.
Leo's on the cell phone ordering pizza. Yeah.
That's your halftime on Raptors TV. 67-43 Raptors. Garbajosa. He is in the zone. This is like the good old days in Spain. Garbajosa with 21 points in the ballgame. His career high. Right here, you're watching it on Raptors NBA TV, busting the old mark of 20 that he had against Houston.
Raptors with 70 points already. Check a little uno, dos, tres. And Jorge Garbajosa nailing the Jimmy.
Check, he's got 5 triples. He's 5 of 6 behind the arc. And a steal by TJ on the runway. Mo Peterson up and got it. 72-43 Raptors. Iverson swatted away by Humphries. Allen Iverson just ate some Spalding, courtesy of Chris Humphries.
Chris Humphries saying, "Yo, answer man, I got a solution for your garbage."
7 blocked shots for the Raptors. What a ball game. And another turnover.
Chuck, this is like a love fest here. The Raptors just getting it done. George Cole not feeling the love.
What do you think that fist means?
But look at this one. Mo Beadle, theatrical take to the basket. All this happening right here, right now on Chuck Swirsky bobblehead night. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the vibes from the Raptors tonight. They might have bobblehead night every night for you, Chuck.
Ford, giving it up. Rusho, around the out and out. Down the floor, long distance shot. It ends the first half. And listen to this crowd and watch it. On their feet. It is all Toronto Raptors basketball, folks. A season high 72 points. 72-43 Toronto. We'll return in a moment right here on Raptors NBA TV. Well, this crowd, a sellout, they are having a fantastic time tonight. A lot of energy. 72-43 Raptors at the break. And we're joined, well, first, the bobblehead. And the fans are having a good time on bobblehead night.
Chuck Swirsky bobblehead night.
And we're joined by Jim Todd. Jim, I mean,
I want to see a picture of that bobblehead like you showed me getting run over. Oh, okay.
Are you feeling the
When I got
karma?
steamrolled,
Are you
I'm
feeling the
feeling-
love right now, Coach?
I'd like a couple.
Jim, 72-43. I mean, tell me about this.
Well, I hate to be a master of the obvious, but we'd like to be able to duplicate that in the second half. Offensively, we just had everything going pretty well. Defensively, we thought we played great. If there's nearly a perfect half, with the exception maybe of the 11 offensive rebounds. Luckily, they didn't get a lot of putbacks on that. But if we could maybe shoot 67% in the second half, I can guarantee a win.
Just talk a little bit about the play of TJ Ford in the first half. I thought he really got you going in terms of establishing the up-tempo style and getting everyone involved.
TJ's been trying to do that the last half a dozen games, penetrate as much as he can. Early in the season, he was probably looking for CB a little bit too much. But lately, he's trying to pass the ball, share it around to everybody. Every now and then he gets a little sloppy and there's too many turnovers. But when he's on his game and he's dishing the ball, then we're going to be pretty effective. We always stress, and Sam always stresses, is drive and kick and share the basketball.
Touch the bald head.
There we go, baby. We'll take it.
All the best, Coach.
Thank you. All right. How about Garbajosa?
Chuck, you're unbelievable. It's just your night. It's a magical moment in Raptors history. And you got fans everywhere. Just look at this. Pictures, signing autographs. I mean, who's better than you? Look at them right here. Autographs for kids. It's a special night in Raptor history, Chuck. And again, we're all happy to be part of it. To be your broadcast partner. Lots of guys, big sports fans, and here you are. Chuck, I mean, it's great. I mean, I'm just like a caraway seed in the bakery of life.
Hey.
I'm just along for the ride.
Hey, and I mean this, folks. Jack and Leo, the best, bar none.
We're just like the little salt, the little additive, Chuck. The salt you put on your potatoes, the gravy.
Please.
I knew you win. It is a big moment.
All right, now, let's get back to the Raps. And Bosch with 10 points. This is Jack, 72 points. I'm still shocked.
Well, I think everyone in the building is. I mean, you're playing a good team. It's not like you're playing the sisters of the poor here. You're playing a legitimate Western Conference playoff team, and the Raptors have just taken it to them in grand fashion tonight on both sides of the ball.
I mean, what does George Karl tell his club at halftime? I mean, come on, Jack.
Well, a lot of times, his whole coaching staff was in the hallway outside the locker room, and the fans are able to walk by in the walkway there, and it didn't matter one bit to him. He was just steaming. I think you just talk to your club about doing a better job with shot selection and sharing the ball and playing with some energy defensively, because
they were talking to your club about showing up.
Well, they were lethargic.
Bosch with the dunk.
They got into Toronto last night about 3 a.m. and they're looking every bit of it. You know what? It's one thing to talk about. It's another thing whether you're going to show up. And right now, Denver is struggling with that, and the Raptors are jumping on it.
Denver has won 5 in a row in this series. Iverson flips it up and draws the foul. 74-43 Raps. Remember, it was Bosch who beat Iverson in this building on a long three, a desperation three. And
in November.
In November, that's
right,
when Iverson had 35.
Chris Webber was here as well. He's now a member of the Pistons.
Nahara, he is gone for the rest of the ball game with a left lower tibia contusion. He will not play the second half.
And he's a real good energy guy for George Karl. Obviously, Nugget fans are hopeful that won't be a serious issue for them, because he really does a great job on the offensive glass with that second unit.
On a switch, you got Bosch guarded by Glazer. Juan Dixon. Get out the salami and cheese. I got to do it, Leo. And Jack, 76-40. Hey, if the Raptors blow a 31-point lead at the 8:20 mark, third quarter, Jack, I will walk home to Burlington. There's no way they can lose a 31-point lead at home. No way.
8:25 Eastern Standard Time. About 10 and a half minutes left in the game. In the third quarter, the salami and cheese has come out.
Backdoor cut. Ron Dixon to the rim. No chance.
I hope you're right. Because there'll be no Chuck Swirsky bobblehead nights if that's the case.
I mean, do I expect Denver to make a run? Yeah, but not overcoming a 33-point deficit. Bosch, the high-low feed. Rasho up and good off the window. So there, take that, Jack.
I just think they're feeling the bobblehead madness tonight.
Nesterovic with the kiss. Rasho with 6 points. 80-45. Slapped away by Nesterovic. Here comes Dixon. Dixon, the trailer, Garbajosa. Oh, the way Garbo's been shooting the 3-rock. Should have cranked it up. Nice pass. Counted in the foul. Oh, baby, what a play by the Raps, who are spanking Denver to start the third quarter.
TJ Ford, watch him operate the high screen with Bosch, and then this beautiful pass into the gut of the defense. Rasho Nesterovic, good presentation inside as the post player. And that man right there, he is steaming. And he mentioned this before the game. It was going to be a good test of the maturity and character of his club. How they came out tonight. Hasn't happened.
Hyundai bringing you third quarter action on Raptors NBA TV. Blake line to the lane with a runner. No. Nene. And a foul on Nesterovic, putting Nene at the free throw line and on the season. You've got Brian Colangelo with a huge smile.
There haven't been a lot of nights like this, Chuck. The Raptors have had a wonderful season, but a lot of games where it's been pretty tight. But tonight has just been, from the opening tip, Raptors have just dominated here.
You know what's great, Jack? You come to the ACC and see so many posters and signs supporting the Raptors, whether it's pump time for a guy like Chris Humphries and CB4 and Dixon and Ford. I mean, there's Bosch with a good box out.
I've mentioned it many times. The Ed Canada Center is like a collegiate atmosphere. You go to a lot of NBA cities, people sit on their hands. Not here, Chuck. The fans are involved, very enthusiastic.
Raptor turnover. Denver basketball with Blake. Too strong off the glass, and it slapped away out of bounds. Raptor ball. Our producer is Paul Graham. Our director, Troy Clara, along with the big rookie Matt Bloom, jumping Johnny Russell, and Linda Moore. There's Juan Dixon with an offensive rebound. He came from the left corner and literally ran and sprinted to the paint to come up with that rebound.
Because he wanted it, and the guys in the blue shirts didn't. That's what it comes down to.
Raptors will be in Boston on Monday night against the Celtics, and then return home Wednesday against Shaq Daddy in Miami. Iverson.
I haven't seen a lot of that tonight from AI.
Iverson with 10 points. 3 of 10. Anthony is 1 for 10. There is Bosch wide open.
And there is just absolutely no effort defensively. How can you be giving up shots like that? I mean, you're George Karl. You've got to be beside yourself right now.
Carmelo Anthony 1 for 11. See, Denver can survive, ladies and gentlemen, when either Iverson or Anthony has a bad night. When you have both players off their games, forget about it. They're averaging close to 60 points combined.
Right now, they're 4 of 21 for 15 points.
Dixon. The ball poked out of Iverson's hand by T.J. Ford. Ron Dixon keeps it in play to Bosch. And then Dixon, left corner. Anthony threw it away. Jack, it's 85-48.
I think everyone in the building is excited and thrilled that the Raptors are up 37. But along with George Karl, shocked at how poorly the Denver Nuggets, a team that if the season ended today would be in the NBA playoffs, coming from the Western Conference, a good conference. Wow.
Make plans to join us right here at the Air Canada Center. Bosch to the Starbucks, who missed a dunk and hit back iron. And the Savage for the foul on the name. You can call 416-366-DUNK. Go to Raptors.com. As the Raptors getting ready for the playoffs, folks. That magic number is 9, and after tonight it will be 8. Let's check out the scoreboard. Rack it up, Paul Graham. Indiana, are you kidding me?
Yeah, crushing Miami right now. And the Knicks got beat at home by Portland last night. They trailed Cleveland again. That's a big game for both New Jersey and Orlando down in Florida. You know, a lot of fans were, very concerned with the injuries. Obviously, it's good to see Jose Calderon back. Anthony Parker, obviously, hopefully he'll be able to play next week some point. And our best thoughts to Andrea Bargnani. Hopefully he's tuning in tonight. And
see, this would have been a great game for Andrea because it's wide open. He would have been draining 3 after 3. He would have gotten the cannoli out.
The Raps might be up 50. And there's Jose Calderon riding the bike. And getting into it, enjoying the effort tonight from his teammates. And he's played well in his 7 minutes.
Off the ball fake, Ron Dixon. Allen Iverson, Carmelo Anthony, got a 3. We got a timeout coming, next dead ball foul. 85-53 Raps. We have 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the Raps going to take a time. So it's been a long night at the office for that man, George Karl. His Nuggets trail the Raptors 85-53 in the third. The best mascot in pro sports. It's the Raptor. Been around since the inception of the franchise in '95. Always entertaining the crowd here at the Air Canada Center. And our Sprite impact player.
Oh, we got to give it up to Jorge Garbajosa. He has been incredible tonight. Raining threes left and right. He's made 5 threes tonight. Playing with energy defensively. And when you have a guy like this able to stretch the defense out time and time again, teams are going to have a difficult time beating the Raptors. When they get that kind of component from the power forward, small forward spot, he is stretching that D out, providing a little bit of what Andrea Bargnani provides this team with the three-point shooting. Career high tonight. It's been a great Garbo.
So the Raptors going with Ford, Bosch, Garbajosa, Humphries, and Peterson. Peterson gave the Raptors great life off the bench with 3 triples, 11 points on the night. Humphries with a huge swat on Allen Iverson. Bosch going to the floor, and he's holding that ankle. I hope he's all right, Jack.
Yeah.
He's going to walk it off.
And obviously Jose Calderon and Anthony Parker have already dealt with the ankle issues. And now
I think Bosch needs to come out.
Oh boy. Raptors up 32 points here in the third quarter. And
did he step on Reggie Evans' foot?
I think Reggie Evans, yep. Yes, sir.
Number 14, Joey Brady returns.
And they're going straight to the locker room.
Okay.
Well, fortunately for the Raptors, they have a lead of 85-53. There's Reggie Evans, and he gets hammered and will shoot a couple. There's Chris Bosh. There's Brian Colangelo right behind him.
That's your franchise guy.
I'm not a doctor, but the way he was walking off,
He got better as he walked it off. You know, and obviously sometimes it's the initial play and the pain that you feel, and then once you walk it off, you're okay. But better safe than sorry. Sizable cushion. Use a high degree of caution, as the Raptors have had with all their players.
Reggie Evans shooting 49%, and that's why. He missed a couple of free throws. Denver. There is Garbajosa, and the long rebound comes out to the net.
Memo to the Nuggets, you need to guard this guy. You're leaving him wide open.
Anthony. And we have a loose ball foul, and this will go against Denver. Against Reggie Evans. And so for Reggie Evans, it's going to be his first.
Carmelo Anthony. I mean, for George Karl tonight, it's been one of those nights. Carmelo, 2 of 13. Iverson, 3 of 11. A combined 5 of 24 for 18 points. You have no chance of winning if you're the Nuggets. They play that way.
Coming up Friday, in fact, a week from tonight, we'll be in Washington, D.C. with the Raptors and the Wizards with Gilbert Arenas, who was spectacular in their victory over Seattle. Arenas with a game winner and a layup.
Raptors have won 2 out of 3 in that series.
85-53 Toronto here. TJ Ford. Yes. He's got 12 points, 13 assists.
Making great decisions, Chuck. Letting the game come to him. And showing some maturity. The birthday boy, TJ Ford, as well as Chris Bosh, celebrating the big birthdays tomorrow. Are you going to give TJ and Chris a bobblehead for their birthdays?
Well, at this point, Jack, I think they'll take the win with Iverson going to the line. The foul was on Humphries. Allen Iverson averaging career-wise 30 a game against the Raps. Our next 3 games, Jack and I will be in Boston Monday night on Rogers Sportsnet. Leo returns Wednesday for the Miami Heat. And Jack and I, as we talked about a week from tonight, against the Wizards. And that's a crucial game for seeding. The Raps trying to knock on that 3rd seed. And the Wizards.
And Miami as well. Those are 2 teams battling for that 3rd seed and their division title.
They're going to post up. Humphries turns, shoots. 87-55. 32-point lead for the Toronto Raptors. Nothing is wrong with your digital box on Raptors NBA TV, folks. Those graphics are real.
This has been a butt kicking.
Peterson up top, bam! An MP3 down low, that's number 4. Mo Peterson off the bench with 14.
He's come out tonight, Chuck. Every time the ball's come his way, he has been shot ready.
As Steve Blake turned the corner on the baseline, and Blake with 11. TJ Ford, the rainbow hair. Just one of those moments, Jack, you might have had those stats. I mean, you're winning 90-57. Carmelo Anthony.
I was usually coaching a team, Chuck, with 59, not 19. I was just scratching my head going, all right, I got to call my attorney. How much time do I have left on my contract? I might not be around much longer.
TJ Ford, the banker. Oh, the kiss is up and good for TJ. 14 points, 14 assists. Calderon will enter the lineup in a moment. Allen Iverson on the drive and will shoot 2. It has been all Toronto coast to coast tonight. Their biggest lead at one time, 38. It's 92-59 Toronto, 2:11 to go third.
Hello and welcome back to the Air Canada Center. The rap dances are feeling a little love here on Chuck Swirsky bobblehead night. And you know what? Chris Humphrey feeling the positive vibes on a Hyundai drive to the playoffs. And the Raptors and company just getting it done tonight. The Eastern Conference. Look at the standings, Chuck. The Raptors right on the tail of the Washington Wizards. The Miami Heat in there. Big games next week against those teams. And Chris Humphries tonight playing with great energy, blocking shots on the backboards, getting after it every which way possible.
I like the block on Iverson.
Oh, no doubt. And taking charges. Look at him right here going to work on Nene inside. And it's nice to see with the injury to Bargnani, you get a young man like this who comes ready to play. And there it is. You're the answer. I got the solution to that garbage. Punching it out of there, Chuck.
Chris Humphries came over from Utah in exchange for Rafael Araujo. And it's those secondary trades, the Dixon for Fred Jones, Araujo for Humphries.
The signings of Anthony Parker and Jorge Garbajosa as well. You know, they weren't. It wasn't a ton of fanfare over the summer for those guys, but Brian Colangelo has put a lot of positive pieces in place with this organization. And you remember Humphries as well, Chuck. In the preseason, he played exceptionally well. It's been a numbers game, but to his credit, he stayed ready.
Garbajosa is fouled and will shoot 2.
Well, they finally guarded him, but they ran out totally out of control. But at least they made the attempt to contest the shot each other.
Team foul number 4.
Right here. Garbajosa pull up and Evans just runs him over.
That foul is on Reggie Evans, his second. Reggie Evans is scoreless tonight, but has 11 rebounds. And Garbajosa with a career-high 21 looking for more.
You know, the Raptors miss, obviously, Bargnani and Parker. And if you're George Karl, no Marcus Camby tonight.
That's huge.
And you know, obviously, you look at the start of the season, Kenyon Martin going down. That's impacted their club. And, you know, the major trade of getting Iverson. And they have gotten it together of late, but tonight is one of those nights where they do not look like a playoff team, and they are one.
Well, they had a hangover after losing a tough ball game in Chicago. I think it has stayed with them, Jack.
I agree.
On a reverse, Chris Humphries. The guys in the truck, the men and women, just said, Chuck, when the Raptors and they are going to win this ball game. Humphries may be our post-game guest. I mean, we haven't featured Chris all season. And tonight, along with Wednesday night, he is just getting it done with a lot of energy. There's Kleza, who's played well with 17 off the bench. Garbajosa. Carmelo Anthony.
Raptors doing a nice job defensively, Chuck. You know what I'm hearing a lot of? Sneakers squeaking. Guys moving their feet east-west, keeping people in front of them, playing with energy and communicating.
Humphries, after the miss, collects the rebound, and it went off a nugget.
Well, you know
Chris
what?
Humphries had 13 minutes, 7 points, 6 rebounds.
Lots of blue shirts in here, but he got the ball. Again, it's an effort issue right now, and the Raptors bringing a lot of it tonight.
Calderon, 7 seconds on the shot clock. And the ball right through the hands of Joey Graham out of bounds. Turnover number 11 for Toronto. Fortunately, they've got a 31-point lead. Bosch went into the locker room after what appeared to be an ankle injury. And we hope to get word from the Raptors maybe as we start the fourth quarter. There's Iverson. His pass knocked away. Peterson hit the top of that board. He finished the first quarter with the three, but it's all Raptors. Mo Peterson, a big smile on his face. That's great to see. He's got 14, and the Raptors lead 95-64. We go to the fourth quarter on Raptors NBA TV.
Big time Onions, baby! We got ourselves a Swirsky fan right here at the Canada Center on Chuck Swirsky bobblehead night. Chris Bosh, he does rock, and so do the Raptors. Speed 6, 24/7, third quarter stats. Chuck, the Raptors just dominant. Look at him in every category, getting it done. And the 27 assists on 38 field goals. That is a sight to behold. Loving it.
Chris Bosh will not return after suffering a sprained ankle in the third quarter, as the Raptors with a cushion of 31 points in the fourth quarter. Raptors about to go to 38-31, a 7-game over 500 advantage, and 25-10 at home. There's Calderon, and we're 3 away from a little pizza. Raptors have led from the get-go as Denver missed their first 15 shots on the night. Jess Kersey has called a foul. Jack, I don't think we've ever been in this position with this kind of a lead here in the fourth quarter.
I can recall a number of nights over the last few years that the Raptors have been on the recipient end of this beating, but it's nice to see the Raptors at home. You know what? We talked about this. The killer instinct tonight was there. And early in the third quarter, the Raptors left no doubt that they put this game away.
There's J.R. Smith with a dunk, 20,102 on hand, 20,102.
That is over 200 people above capacity, Chuck. And I saw people out here yesterday online for the bobbleheads.
And for the Toronto Raptors, their 14th sellout of the season.
Chuck, you realize that if the Raptors will win tonight, this will be the first time this year that the Raptors will be 7 games over 500. Pretty nice. Look at all these fans. And 18,000 of them are lucky enough to get a bobblehead. Pity those other 2,012 that didn't get it.
Calderon back in action. He's played 10 minutes with 4 points. Jack, does Denver play any defense whatsoever?
I think they think defense is a town in Bolivia, Chuck.
This place is going to go crazy the next Raptor bucket. Why? Pizza. Glazer on a power move and a ball fake, and that ball went off. All right, out of bounds.
Well, you know, obviously people had an opportunity, and look at it right here. I mean, this is a thing of beauty here, folks. Right here. Chuck Swirsky bobblehead doll, right here. This is, I'll hand you. Did you get one of your own, Chuck?
Actually, I don't have one, but
well,
I'm sure I'll come up with one, Jack.
We got to give Plieza a bobblehead. He's shooting it pretty well. He's got 20.
Yeah, I'm sure Linus Plieza really wants a Swirsky bobblehead.
Sam Mitchell definitely wants one.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime your team blows someone out by 30, you're going to latch on to whatever's good that night. And I think the Swirsky bobbleheads might have a chance to come back next year.
9:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. Blake crossing over once, twice, up and out and back in.
Reggie Evans.
They're going to give that tip to Reggie Evans. That ball rolled around the iron for Joey Graham to go upstairs to the throwdown. Oh my goodness. J.R. Smith with some hops.
That elevator went up to the top floor that time. Wow. Young man out of St. Benedict's High School in Jersey.
That was impressive, John.
Well, J.R. Smith's got some significant hops.
Who has more hops, Josh Smith or J.R. Smith?
I would still say Josh Smith, but this is pretty impressive right here. And terrific concentration with the defense around you. Beautiful pass by Blake there. I still think Josh Smith, though.
Raptors operating with 12 on the clock. Calderon setting it up. Launches a long-range 21-footer, and it comes out to Calderon, and they go underneath. Bubbled by Humphries. He recovers. Humphries, double pump, forces it up. Nope.
Chuck, do you have like your B and C material ready for the final 9 minutes?
Blake Evans, and he is fouled by Humphries, and we're going to have a timeout. With 8:24 to go, 99-73, Toronto.
Well, you're calling this a run right now. Just want to clarify that. They're not going away. They're not giving up. But this is definitely not a run. Not a run.
Well, I look at that as looking to see how they can play without the kind of urgency that they need. They're still playing like they're down by 2 points, up by 1 point. It's still a close game, and they're still acting like it. You got to love seeing that from the team.
Yeah, no question about that. I mean, the guys are still playing hard. Humphries doing a great job. He's going after everything he can. And that's what you really want to see. You want to see players like Humphries, Joey Graham, getting at every opportunity, going after the ball, going after the loose balls, going on the glass.
Well, so far so good in the first 3 quarters of this game, and if that's the case, that's the way it's going to be.
All right. Now, you know what, PJ? Got to go down to the court side, got to talk to Chuck and Jack right now, see what's going on in the rest of this game.
All right, Cleo, and thank you. And Jack.
Oh my goodness. That is a first, Chuck. Wow. I love the number he picked up.
Yeah, like Gilbert Arenas, Agent Swerst.
Yes, from, what does that say? I can't see it. Killing me on the sign. We were going to show it, Chuck.
Reggie Evans at the free throw line. This is a blowout, baby, all the way.
Yeah.
Raps led 36-15 at the end of one.
You made a point. You're right. There are so many signs in this building. Great enthusiasm from the fan base. This place will be rocking again on Wednesday night when the Miami Heat NBA champs come to town.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Miami's only appearance in Toronto this season. Graham with a runner. Hang time for Joey Graham. And the fans get their pizzas, and they're loving it.
Oh, there's no nation like donation, Chuck. A free bobblehead, free pizza. What more do you want in life? Just a frosty beverage to go along with it.
Graham turns the corner. Oh my goodness! What a dunk! That is a big-time kaboom. We have not seen Martin, Slokar, or Pop So.
I think there will be a sighting coming up shortly, Chuck.
Glazer. Yep. Reggie Evans with his 15th rebound. And then he's sent to the floor. He is one tough dude. Are they going to decide whether it's flagrant or not? And he's got to make sure everything's working there before he gets up.
Joey Graham on the other end, Chuck. Look at him right here. Beautiful take to the basket. The spin on the baseline and took that baby with force.
Meantime, Reggie Evans is bleeding from the mouth area. And now the officials, after a conference, are going to go to the scores table to determine whether or not it was just a hard foul or a flagrant. And Rasho. Wow. Rasho and Peterson were there. They're going to get this flagrant on Peterson.
I don't think there was any intent. I don't think, Chuck, there was any intent to hurt right here. Anyway, he's going right for the ball. Rasho reaching over as well.
Now they're giving this flagrant to Peterson. And look, from this angle, it was Rasho.
And Tim Gurkovich, the assistant coach for the Denver Nuggets, he is going nuts. He was screaming at Sam Mitchell. You're right here. Rasho over trying to block that shot, and we know Rasho Nesterovic. There was no intent to hurt on that play, in my opinion.
Well, Sam Mitchell's having a discussion with Jess Kersey. The Denver bench, they are very, in fact, if they had this spirit on the floor in the first quarter, maybe they'd be in the ball game.
They've shown no spirit. That's the problem. And remember, they had the brawl with the Knicks.
Yeah, we don't want that, obviously.
No. I thought Tim Gurkovich, the Nuggets assistant, quite vocal at the Raptor bench just there.
7:15 remaining. Blake trying to create with a bounce. J.R. Smith flying in. On the floor now for Denver, Yakuba Diawara. Out of Pepperdine, a rookie. Jamal Sampson also on the floor for the Nuggets. Calderon. Reza put together an impressive ball game off the bench for George Karl's team. Blake with 15 of the ball game. Fadeaway ball. Denver shooting 34%. The Raptors at 57%. They were at 68% at halftime. 103-77 Toronto. Peterson, pocket ball. That's a triple for Mo Pete, who has been on fire tonight for the Raptors. That is his fifth, matching Garbajosa. Garbajosa with 8 boards and 22 points.
Garbajosa's played 38 minutes tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how much longer he plays. And Rasho, the starter, still in the game as well for the Raptors. Garbajosa looking a little tired right now.
Now, Jack, when do you think about going deep in your bench?
I'd say right now.
Reza is fouled as he got sandwiched. And with 5.5 minutes to go, 106-77 rounds. We'll find out what Sam Mitchell and company has in store. Chris Humphries has played well for the Raptors. 7 points, 6 boards. On Raptors NBA TV, our MGD Smooth Play of the Game.
Chuck, I grew up in Brooklyn. I used to go to a lot of block parties, man. And the Raptors, a little smooth block action right here. They're one, Rasho sending it out. Here comes Melo. Chris Bosh saying, none of that. And you know what? After the block party, you know what happens? You got to get that guy March out of here. And then Chris Bosh with the sweet finish on the back end of the break. The Raptors, the MGD, smooth play of the game. Sam Mitchell loving his team's intensity this evening.
9 rejections for the Toronto Raptors.
Raptor tickets, $82. Jersey, $30. Salami and cheese. Priceless. Salami and cheese been out a long time, Chuck.
Now, when did we bring it out, Jack?
8:25 Eastern Standard Time with about 10:30 left in the game. 10:40, I'm sorry, in the third quarter.
You want to repeat that? Jack, we had to. 10:40 in the third quarter, 8:25 Eastern time. I think, well, this has been a thorough whipping of the Denver Nuggets. 106-79. Calderon! Great to see him back.
Exactly, and having that burst again, Chuck. You're always concerned with the ankle injury, how much he has in terms of being able to push off. He did it nicely.
The other night, no Bargnani, no Parker, no Calderon. Tonight, no Bargnani and no Parker. And the Raptors are up 108-81, a credit to the Raptors' depth.
Exactly.
And put together by the architect, Brian Colangelo.
You're only as good as your last guy on your bench, the weakest link. Sam Mitchell's done a great job of developing this second unit, falling on guys during the course of the season. They have come ready to play.
Peterson counted it a foul. This is vintage Mo Peterson. 3 balls, slashes. He's 7 of 12 from the floor. 19 points for Mo Pete.
Mo Peterson showing a little creativity off the bounce, putting it high on the window. And we have a Euro slow car sighting, Chuck.
Now, this is Leo Routen's favorite player. And so, and
I love it. He blesses himself. Good boy.
This Euros, as Nesterovic leads with 9 points, 4 rebounds, did a fantastic job as well. We've got Nesterovic with 5 blocked shots as Slokar coming in. And Slokar has become a fan favorite here in Toronto. Seldom used as Peterson has poured in 20.
It was a lot of fun. I had a nice chat with him before the game. Tremendous sense of humor.
He is Leo's main man. Here's a 3 ball by J.R. Smith.
I'd imagine we'll see Derek Martin and Pop So pretty soon. Garbajosa's still out there. He's played 40 minutes tonight.
We got to give Euros a little touch. As he often says, tell Leo to say good things about me. Peterson 3 ball. Bam! Big time onions for Peterson. Mo Pete has delivered. He's got the bushel out tonight with 23. Raptors are 3 minutes and 20 seconds away from going 7 games over the 500 mark. They were 7 under 500 earlier this season at 7-14. Graham, yes. Raptors at 59%. Joey G with 8 points, 5 boards in 23 minutes. And Pop So is coming off the bench.
I'm sure he'll be coming in for Garbajosa. Garbajosa's logged a ton of minutes tonight. 42 minutes, 22 points, 9 boards for Garbajosa.
They're trying to spot up Slokar for a touch on the block. Peterson traveled. And we're going to have a timeout. 116 points. Garbajosa has been fabulous. 22 points, 9 rebounds for the Rook. Welcome back, our IBM winning strategy. Shaq?
Chuck, AI and Melo, they did a wonderful job with that. Give them a check mark. Secondly, transition. Raptors have done a great job getting out of the transition. They've done a good job keeping Denver in the half-court game. And last but not least, I'm going to be a stickler, Chuck. Even though the Raptors have been even on the backboards, you can't let them get feeling too good about themselves. I know they're up 30. We're going to give them an X. A for effort, but we'll make them work a little harder the next game. The Raptors just awesome tonight.
Yeah, with a capital A and Sam Mitchell. He can't complain about really, what can you complain about? He's up 116-86. His team's led by 38 at one point. Our Ford-Edge game change, and we followed T.J. Ford and Allen Iverson, and it was a...
T.J. Ford, the assists, he was out of the chute, man. Getting the Raptors in the transition game, breaking the defense down at the point of attack, and this is one of those feel-good nights. And obviously tomorrow, T.J. Ford, Chris Bosh, happy birthday to those guys. There's Allen Iverson. Not a happy camper, and let's hope Chris Bosh is okay in the locker room right now. Precautionary.
So Pop Sells on the floor. The slow car. Peterson, Graham, and Martin. 116-86. On the road Monday in Boston, and right back here at the Air Canada Center against Miami on Wednesday. A crowd of 20,000, 120 on hand. There's Slokar up and in, count it, foul! That's for you, Leo Rautins. Your main man, Euro Slokar, and one.
Nice pass as well here by Derek Martin. Look at Euro setting the screen, then presenting himself beautifully, and a strong finish inside. It's happy time here at the Air Canada Center, Chuck.
J.R. Smith, the looping pass accepted by Sampson, and a foul. We talked about Boston on Monday night. The Celtics down by 16 at home to Dallas. Our Gatorade Game X Factor tonight, as Jack Armstrong selected Reggie Evans, 15 boards, and I took Mo Pete.
Chuck, you picked the right guy tonight, Chuck.
Well, I just felt it. Mo's been in a slump. His confidence has been a little bit down.
And they were playing the right team, too. This is a team that you could get out and play a freewheeling style. And Mo Pete shook himself loose early and often. I thought the Raptor guards did a great job getting on the ball. The ball movement, sensational tonight, and Mo Pete responding.
High off the glass.
Now we got to get Pop So a touch now here.
Yep.
There you go. LA cut, get him the rock. Here we go. Go to work, big fella.
And the crowd wants Pop to get a touch. Slokar tied up, turned it over. And Graham hustling. Martin. Peterson going upstairs. And a missed dunk by Euro Slokar. There's Pop.
Come on, run the ISO for Pop here. Euros is going to work.
And a blocking foul against Euro Slokar.
Foul on the Raptors, number 10, Euro Slokar, his first.
After the game, PJ Norma, Leo, and Darren post up. That is a live shot. Just inside the Air Canada Center,
they're crunching numbers right now, these guys. They're getting all their stats ready, and Leo's on the phone making...
In fact, there's Leo. Leo's on the phone. You know what he's got in his pocket? It's an O. Henry bar.
There he is. He's on the phone again. They're all calling. I think he's just setting up a late-night dinner reservation. He doesn't want to miss a meal.
This is the first time he's paid for one. There's Pop with a spin. Pop to the cup. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Now all we need is Derek Martin to score, and every Raptor will have scored tonight, Chuck.
J.R. Smith. Well, the Raptors have to shoot the ball, so... Slokar for three. And Derek Martin wanted that ball. I think he wanted to dribble it out. There's DeMar Johnson. So 121-94. Raptors win, Raptors win, Raptors win in front of a crowd of over 20,000, and they are on their feet. Huge ball game for the Raptors. So the Raptors in the win column, splitting the series with the Denver Nuggets. In a moment, we'll be joined by Chris Humphries of the Toronto Raptors. Humphries in 17 minutes with 7 points and 6 rebounds. Raptors shot 57%, 121-94 as Chris puts on the headset, and we're pleased to be joined by Chris Humphries. Chris, Denver missed its first 15 shots. The Raps lit up the Nuggets for 36 first quarter points. Take us through this game for us.
Man, we started off, they couldn't get a bucket to start the game. That kind of set the tone for us. And then the reserves came in the game and just played hard and continued to keep it going. And, really, we just kept them from scoring. Their main players, we said we wanted to keep AI and Carmelo under 50. We came out, I don't know what they finished with, but, we did our job and game plan paid off.
38%. Now, Chris, here's the monitor on Raptors NBA TV. At halftime, I told you about your dunk. Now, we're going to show the replays. So what was going on following Allen Iverson?
Man, I switched out. I knew I had to help on him, and, he's a little bit smaller, so I kind of spaced him and just contested the shot. It was right there for me.
Chris, talk about your role. I mean, obviously with Andrea Bargnani out of the lineup right now, more minutes are there to be had, and you've come out, played with great energy. Talk about how you kept yourself ready, and then what's your mindset when you come in and play?
Well, keeping yourself ready, as an NBA player, you get paid to be ready and stay ready. If you don't, you're not playing in games. But for me, it was just come out and play defense first. I got a charge, got a couple blocks, and for me, that helped me get in the rhythm of the game. So, and our first unit did such a good job coming out, setting the tone for us. We just had to come in and feed off their energy. And Mo Pete hit some big shots for us tonight.
Hey, Chris, isn't it a thrill for having a game like that on Chuck Swirsky bobblehead night tonight?
Chuck Swirsky, man. Salami and cheese. When did you say it tonight, baby?
Early third quarter.
Okay.
Will that work for you?
That worked.
There. 10 minutes to go in the third.
He was early and often.
Hey, but you should have called it in the second, though.
Excuse me. Thank you, Chris.
Maybe in a couple years, second quarter.
You can have that bobblehead if you'd like.
I know,
Chris.
I'm keeping it.
You should. I mean, it's a collector's item.
I'm keeping it.
Chris,
all the best.
All the
Thanks,
best.
guys.
Thanks. Chris Humphries of the Toronto Raptors.
Everybody wants it.
Should have been in the second quarter.